Hello, my name is Christian Somerville, musician, writer in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and this isn't a vlog, I'm just doing some more pedal demos. Gonna do demo of two different pedals. This is just gonna be the same intro for both, and I will annotate somewhere on the screen to send you to whichever pedal you please. The pedals I'm demonstrating are, let me just show you the rig or whatever. Maxon compressor, CP101, opto compressor, and the Fulltone OCD. Don't need to say much more about that other than I'm really sad at the idea of selling it. Per usual, I'm just demonstrating these because I posted them on Craigslist, and while that doesn't by any means guarantee that they will sell, you know, that's the idea. So, what else was I gonna say? I'm not really sure I'm going to shoot this, so I'm going to cut soon and then set up the camera angle somehow. Because I'm just in my room today, I didn't feel like setting everything up out here as I've done the other pedal demos and some other videos. So I'm just in my tiny room here. This is how my rig is normally set up. Pedal board there, guitar, just for demo's sake, DiMarzio area pre-wide pickguard, and unfortunately very stock Fender Blues tuner. Here are the settings. I don't know if you can see that because I can't really see the screen on the camera right now. Yeah, these are the pedals which are normally in those positions on my board, the compressor position and the first overdrive position. But yeah, I just put those there so you can see how they interact with the other pedals in the chain, how I would normally have these pedals. That's just a custom made overdrive by a friend of mine, and that is wonderful MXR bass compressor, which is kind of currently in timeout because the knob kind of broke off. I found out the hard way, they're just glued on there, so I'm gonna have to do something about that, but not now. For now, I will demo these pedals here. Enjoy. Okay, demo video of the day number 2. This time of Fulltone OCD. I think I said something along these lines in the intro video, but intro section of videos. I mean, there's a million different demos of these on the interwebs, so I don't feel like I'm really contributing a whole lot that you haven't already heard a million times, but again, just sort of seeing how it reacts with the pedals in the chain. There are fewer videos of that on YouTube, so hopefully that'll be somewhat informative. I am also going to move it. I'm going to put it in front of the Amp 50, like I said in the intro, where my my go-to overdrive normally is, and then I'm going to stick this overdrive where the OCD is and put the OCD where the Amp 50 is and switch it from the low peak to high peak settings on the OCD. My understanding is that low peak is supposed to be a little more of a flat frequency response. Probably, I think I read somewhere, you know, it's sort of maybe sort of Fender tweed-ish kind of thing. Don't quote me on that. And then high peak is supposed to be a little more, you know, sort of, I guess, Marshall-y, mid-rangey, British voice kind of thing, which is what this does. And then, so that's why I'm going to swap them to compare. So, yeah, let me dive in. Again, neck position on the Strat. Again, I am out of tune, so deal with it. All knobs at noon, switch on low peak. Typically low peak is also lower output. Some people refer to this as low power and high power. I don't think that's what it's supposed to be, but whatever. Let me just find unity here. My amp volume is pretty low right now, but that seems about right in this configuration. So I'm going to try and get the tone a little clearer. A little better. and for me that's too much drive for low peak anyway. Let me try it there. Just for, you know, the demo's sake. Okay, bridge pickup. I really like how these two are interacting, actually. So take note, opto comps with OCDs, big plus in my opinion anyway. Yeah, for now I'm just going to dial it back to the amount of gain I would normally have in this position on my board, which is basically just as transparent an overdrive as possible. Which is why I went to something with two knobs. So anyway, oh, so in the bridge position. Okay, let's go to the middle just for giggles. Okay, stack it with the amp 50, let's just put it about there, that's usually a good spot. Quite a lot of volume boost. I mean, there's usually a lot of volume boost with this anyway, but the OCD is pushing it pretty hard, I think. Yeah, especially the high frequencies are poking out a lot more, so let me switch to the neck and middle. That sounds better to my ears. Okay, now I'm going to switch its position. Please stand by. Just to prove that it's still where it was. That's where it was. But now I'm going to switch it to high peak. So, like I said, there's a bump in volume, so let me turn that to about noon. Okay. Let me crank the drive just for giggles. Bridge position. Sure. Okay. Trying to just from memory get a general sense of where the amp 50 was set. sonically, I would imagine something along those lines will be pretty similar. And just so you know what this sounds like by itself, again, on a super low gain setting. How about the same? But that's not the pedal we're demoing here. Neck position. Try and remember what I played with the other two pedals stacked. I think that was in the middle position though, and that's neck position. That's the volume knob cleanup. Let's try it with the EP booster. EP booster, in my experience, tends to kind of fatten up everything. I'm sure that's been said a million times as well, but this is still in the bridge and middle positions. And with the tone rolled back, that helps, but still, that's really pleasant and not too spiky. Neck and middle. Neck position. Neck and middle. Or, sorry, bridge and middle. The dynamics that you hear about with this pedal a lot. Let's pull the volume knob down. Wow, just for giggles. I have run out of things to play and say and whatnot with the OCD, so I'm going to call it for now. I do remember when I was using this a lot before I got this one. I pretty much always had it in high peak. This is probably almost exactly how I used to have it, and then drive would just fluctuate depending on what I was looking for. Yeah, I kind of wish I had more guitars and amps to test it out with, because I'm certain that this would react well to those kinds of changes, but I don't. So hopefully this is good enough, and hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully this isn't way, way, way too long. Bye bye.